Hello, my lovely Pisceans. Welcome to your reading for August 2022. This is a general reading for you, Pisces. It's a reading for Pisces sun, rising and moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. But you know all that, blah, 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 blah. If you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I'm posting new videos for you. My lovely Pisces, I have been meditating on your energy and sort of, wandering around the house, focusing in on the energy that I'm feeling that is around. And the imagery that I got was this image of, when salmon swim upstream to spawn their young, their eggs. It's like I just got this image of fish swimming upstream, going home, and that's what I'm feeling for you for the month of August. It's like swimming upstream. So it's, to me, swimming upstream, you're swimming against the current, and so you've got to really have determination to get to where you're wanting to go. And so August is going to require of you a sense of determination of going back to something. If you're going home, I feel like you're going back to something. You're going back to something that you maybe started in your past and let go of. It's time to go back to that. Go back to your spirituality. Go back to your meditation practices. Go back to something that you were doing that was giving you pleasure, that was your purpose. And then, when life gets in the way, of course, life gets in the way, and that's with everybody, and so you get distracted from your path, your purpose, and then with time you tend to just sort of forget about, well, where was I? What did I want to do? The time is here, my lovely Pisces, to start swimming upstream. That is, it's not something that is going to just go with the flow and it's going to happen. It's something here, which is what I usually say, isn't it? But it's something here that is requiring your determination, that is requiring your focus. Because, of course, when salmon swim upstream, there's the bears that are ready to swoop and pick up that salmon. And so there's obstacles, there's dangers in your path. Now, when I say dangers, it's nothing dire. I feel like it's distractions. You might be focused on doing something, recalling something from your past, bringing it back in and reigniting that passion. But there's going to be distractions. It could be family, it could be work, and that's not negative. But how determined are you to look after yourself, to really pursue something that you're wanting to pursue? It could be a dream that you had in the past of, this is how I want my life to turn out. This is where I would love to live. I'd love to live on the top of a mountain as a hermit, for example, so that I can meditate and pursue my spirituality and have that tranquility, have that pristine air. What is your passion? What is your direction? Revisit it. What did you want to do? So for you young ones, what did you want to do as a child? You thought, oh yes, this is what I want to be when I grow up. This is what I want to do. Are you on that path? Do you need to tweak it? If you're, more years young, what did you want to do before you married, before you had children, before you had commitments, before you had a job, a career that sort of got you involved in that? So, my lovely Pisces, it's time to swim upstream. It's time to revisit something, going back home to yourself. And for some of you, I'm hearing it's going back home to the physical place of your childhood. Going back home, revisiting that. What needs to be healed there? What needs to be healed in that pocket? you know, and that's with siblings, with parents, with the past, some resolve, so that you can move forward. So that's really a very interesting channeled message that you have there, my lovely Pisces. It goes hand in hand with what changes do you want to bring in from, you know, last month. It's a flowing on effect, isn't it? That's taking you deeper into understanding of the self. I'm going to draw a card from my archetypes deck. Let's see what you've got here. And it's interesting because you've got the creator, and you are the creator. What ignites your passion, your aura, what ignites every aspect of your aura, your chakras. What's blocked, it needs to be released so that you can go back to creating what you wanted to create in your life. What did you want your life to be? You're the creator of your destiny. You're the architect of your reality. And so what is it that you're creating? Shall we read that, my lovely Pisces? So that goes hand in hand with your channeled message, really, doesn't it? So let's have a look at what that is. The creator. It's interesting because the creator is followed, you know, it fell open to the mystic. The creator is followed by the mystic. And so it's about tuning into the mystic side of yourself to get to the creator. Let's have a look. Let me hold that up for you. The creator, the first archetype in the trio of existence, is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges with meagre, minimal, and outlandish materials. The creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different. And that's where you are. You're swimming upstream. That's that focused determination. And second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. And, you know, when you're operating in the light, it's being curious, playful, open to surprises. So, my lovely Pisces, that boosts or enriches your channeled message. Take from that what you will. But August is going to be an interesting month for you. And of course, there's free will. You can choose to, I'm going to use this inspiration or this urge that I have, or I'm going to ignore it because I want status quo. And there is absolutely no judgment at all. This is, you know, we are on our journey. We are where we are, each of us in a different place, in a different position, and prepared to take on different things. So that's interesting for August. Very interesting. Shall we have a look at what your animal oracle is? What is part of your animal totem this month, my lovely Pisces? Let's have a look at what animal energy, what's on your totem. What animals have you been noticing? What animal energy has been coming your way, my lovely Pisces? There have been, you know, I know with me I've been seeing magpies. And they're very community oriented. They're very family oriented. They look after their young. They teach their young, but they're also very careful about embracing human contact. But once you get their trust, they come back to be fed daily and bring their young as well. And then I've been seeing kookaburras, which are happy, playful, sing their song. So, you know, they're the things I've been seeing, which would be the energy that's being brought in, something for me to observe for my energy. What have you been observing? What have you been observing? You know, which is really lovely. You've got your totem. our totem is the dog. You've got two. You've got the dog and you've got, there's another one underneath it, cycles. So the dog is about companionship and the hare is about cycles. Dog energy. Dogs are so faithful. They're trusting. They're loving. They're unconditionally, you know, there's an unconditional love with dogs. It's about loving yourself in that way as well, but also being playful. And then you've got the hare, which is cycles, the cycle of life, the cycles that, you know, abound, that come around. The cycle's repeating itself. Shall we read what it says, my lovely Pisces? Let's read it. Let's read it. The hare, 31. Let's have a look. What energy is coming your way to boost this channeled message? Follow the cycles of nature and you will be rarely disappointed as energy travels in cycles. Seek the balance. You know, and it's interesting, energy travels in cycles. And what I'm hearing here is this is you're revisiting. So that cycle, it's not a circle, as I always say. The cycle is a spiral and your soul is evolving. Your awareness is evolving with each turn of that cycle. So you revisit the same thing, but as being more evolved. And so it's you swimming upstream, going back home, revisiting something, but as the evolved person that you are today, not as you were back then. Seek balance. There is a time and season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. So, you know, this really complements your channeled reading, doesn't it? Then you've got the magic. Hair magic has always been linked to the lunar cycle and the fertility cycle of women. For those who wish to achieve a pregnancy, call in hair magic to help you conceive or balance your cycle. For those who are not interested in reproduction, hair magic can be used to quicken up the pace of an outcome or to increase your connection with other cycles. That's interesting, isn't it? That's your hair magic. And they're so cute. And then you've got the dog. That's a more powerful, you know, it's about faith. It's about, let's see where that is. Here we go. The colours in that. Gorgeous. Be a firm and ethical friend. Seek loyalty and honesty in your friendships. Our friendships should be supportive, not competitive. There's a difference between solitude and loneliness. Something hidden will be illuminated. There's that, what we want to highlight, that something hidden will be illuminated. We all need aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate, or we all have aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate or like. Learn to change these things if they do not benefit us, or lovingly accept them. So let's have a look at the magic that comes with this dog. Dog magic is loving and warm and protective. If you're feeling lonely or wish to attract good, loyal friends, you can call upon dog energy to help. If you have been betrayed by someone or you feel mistrusted, call upon this energy to heal you. So it's about healing, it's about trusting, and it's about moving forward. So, there you go. That is your channeled message. That's what's coming through with your channeled message. Let's create the Celtic cross now and see in more detail, my lovely Pisces, what's coming through for you. What's coming through for you, my lovely Pisces? Let's see what's coming through for Pisces. Pisces, the fish swimming upstream, the fish going home. You know, I'm also hearing, Pisces, that there is this August is a time of self-nurturing. August is a time of spoiling the self. Spoiling the self, taking time out for you, doing something nice for you. Because it's also going to give you a clarity of thinking. It's like I said, it's like, you know, being alone but not being lonely. There's a difference. You know, there's a difference. And it's about enjoying your own company. It's about doing things that are going to support the changes that are coming in for you. The revisiting of something from the past. What is that for you? Let me know. Write it in the comments, because I'm always interested in reading things from you, my lovely Pisces. Let's have a look at what's going on here. You know, I'm also hearing revisit something, you know, like the salmon, the fish swim, the salmon swim upstream to go back to where they were born so that they can lay eggs for their young, you know, reproduce. But it's not about wishing the past back into, you know, bringing the past into the future, wishing the way things, wanting the things way, blah, 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 wanting things to be the way they were in the past. That's not what I'm saying here. That's not the channeled message. The word of caution here is not wishing something back, but rather looking at something and seeing how you've changed and how it will, this situation will change so that it better suits you, if that makes sense to you, my lovely Pisces. So that's the word of warning. Because there's karma at play here. There's going to be this driving force. It's like you're destined to reconnect with your passion. It can be someone too. It can be someone. It doesn't have to be a thing or an object or a goal. It can be a person as well. I'll let you make you can decide that. But August is going to be interesting. Haven't even started the reading yet. Okay, so what have you got? You've got justice. Justice is going to call for you to look at things without emotion, look at things in a practical way, balance things out, look at the facts, the pros and the cons. So you're really sort of being practical about something, weighing things out. For some of you, this is a legal situation. There's a legal situation coming up. So it can be the signing of a contract, signing of a lease. It can be an employment lease. It can be a house lease. It can be a contract in purchasing of a home. It can be a contract in something that you've been created or invented, or terms of agreement. It could be it could be a settlement of some sort. Something's coming to, there's some sort of event or closure very early in August, I want to say to you. Very practical. Very practical. So I feel like that's a really good thing. It's going to lead to you making some informed decisions. So the Two of Swords is about, you know, here's the blindfold, and Justice is in some tarot decks also got a blindfold on. And it's about making choices and decisions in a practical way. That's where justice comes in, collecting the facts, researching before you make your choices and decisions, before you make your next move. That way the decisions are going to be very easy to make. They're not an emotion, it's not an emotional decision. So if you're feeling emotional, if there's a lot of emotions in your decision-making process, what I want to say is, what I'm being shown here is put it off. Put it off until those emotions settle, until in the cold light of day you can make a choice or a decision based on facts, based on what you know. Okay? Because I feel like you've got the Eight of Cups here. You're walking away from a situation. You're wanting to bring in change. It sits with the channeled message that you've received. You're walking away from a situation to bring in the changes that you're needing. In order to do that, you're going to have to leave behind what's no longer necessary. So I feel like in August, you're so ready to walk away from something, walk away from a situation, walk away from an employment, walk away from a relationship, walk away from your beliefs, your attitudes, cycles that keep repeating. What is it that you're turning your back on? Because it's taking you further along in that cycle, in that spiral, in that evolution of your soul. You're going to have a deeper understanding. So the decisions and choices you make are going to, you come to the realization of something needs to give. I need to release something. I need to let it go. Okay, and so this is in reverse. I don't usually read in reverse, but they're telling me to, so I'm going to. The Six of Cups. This is the past. Don't get caught up in the past. Don't get entangled in the past where it pulls you into the past and you're revisiting and reliving past events. It's about looking at the past and bringing it to the now, bringing it to who you are now and what you want to do with that information, what you want to do with that realization. They're also, who needs to forgive you? There's some sort of forgiveness, or you need to forgive someone. Some forgiveness needs to happen here as well, my lovely Pisces. You've also got the King of Pentacles. Now, laying down the beginning of August, you're really laying down foundations, they're telling me here. You're laying down foundations, and that leads you to the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is where you're feeling very, very strong and very, very confident, and you're going to start seeing results. You're going to start seeing the wheels turning, moving forward. You're going to start seeing results to your efforts. And so if we go back to the analogy of the salmon swimming upstream, going home, you put in that effort, you're swimming against the current, you're jumping up, the rapids, going the wrong way against the current. But when you get there, there is this confidence, this strength in you, and a realization of what you've achieved, and things start to fall into place for you. I feel like that hard part, if you want to call it hard, but it's this part where it's requiring your dedication and focus. Once you get through that week, the end of week 2, beginning of week 3, timing is going to be different for all of you, as I always say. It's about you really seeing the results of your efforts, seeing the rewards, whether they be happiness, financial, career or work, whatever aspect, love, whatever area it is that you're revisiting and bringing forward. There's success there. There's confidence that's coming from that. And then you've got the Queen of Swords, which is confidence in your thinking in a new way. So you do come to some very big realizations in August. It's like what I'm hearing here, they're a bit funny today. What I'm hearing here is you come to the aha moment. Aha, I know what it is that I'm needing to do. And the Queen of Swords is about new way to communicate, new thinking. So if you've been feeling anxious, there's this revival of positive thinking, new way of communicating, but also in a nurturing, loving, caring way. Because queens aren't as sort of forceful as the king energy, strong energy, but a little gentler with that energy as well. So it's going to be very interesting. I want to write. They're doing this. I want to write. I want to write. I want to write. Who's writing? Are you journaling? Are you writing? It's what they're telling me here is who is this? It might be more than one person. There's lists. There's lists. I'm writing lists. And I'm ticking off those lists. And so that's interesting. Who's doing that? I've done this, I've achieved this, I've achieved this. You've sort of got your life mapped out, but what they're saying here too is you don't have your life too mapped out without being flexible. okay? Because what they're showing me here is this great oak tree. When there's a hurricane or a really big wind, it doesn't bend, it's likely to snap. If you're here in Australia, it's our gum trees that don't move and they snap. They very often break in high winds. If you're the willow that has got that flexibility, with any wind, it's not going to break because it moves with the wind. It moves with situations. So don't be too rigid in your list making, whoever that is. Or it could be a few of you. It could be a few of you. You've also got the Prince of Cups. So this new way of communicating, this new way of thinking, and this positivity leads to the King of the Page of Cups, the Prince of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups, and this is about moving forward with optimism, with new hope, with new emotional balance. There's a strength that comes through in August. Whatever it is you want to put in place, August is going to be a really good month to process it and then start moving forward on it, and bringing in that change that you've always wanted. Bringing in that how you do things, or what you want to establish, what you want to start doing, new business, artwork, I don't know, a new path in spirituality, expanding your spirituality, starting to practice in your spirituality, practice healing or mediumship or whatever it is, whatever shape it takes for you. But there's this new confidence and emotional balance that's also coming through here for you. Absolutely nothing to fear. By the end of August, or the last week of August, you're feeling really positive. There's that inner strength, and this is for eternity. Okay, this is for eternity. So there's that real strength. The lion is also about being protective, and there's a protection about that strength. This is what I've achieved, and I'm going to be protective of this. I'm not going to fall into the same cycles that the hare brings you. I'm not going to fall into the same cycles. And that can be when you're in a relationship. Do you mold yourself off around the person you're with? Do you give too much of yourself and get lost in a relationship? Do you dedicate yourself to work but don't get any appreciation or gratitude for the work that you do? What cycles are you breaking so that there's this strength in how you expect things to unfold, and there's a protectiveness of how far you've come and what you've achieved? You're less likely to give it away, my lovely Pisces. You've also got the Three of Cups. So by the end of August, you're cheering. There's celebration. Who's celebrating something in August or September? There's some celebrations coming up. Who's getting married? There's some sort of celebrations coming up in the end of August or September, but it's also celebrations of your successes. You're going to start seeing results. So the more focus you have swimming upstream, the more dedication you have swimming upstream, the greater those results are going to be for you. I like that, my lovely Pisces. So the divine abundance, let's see what the final word is for you for the month of August, Pisces. I really like it. I really like that. It's pretty exciting. Guidance. Yeah, guidance. Let me get my glasses and I will show you. Your ships come in. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. What's divine intelligence? Divine intelligence is your intuition. Your intuition, when you make that your guiding star, you are heading in the right direction. Don't you love that? That fixed star in the sky, your intuition, your glow. I love that. I love that, my lovely Pisces. Pisces, I wish you an absolutely adventurous August. Enjoy your swim upstream to achieve these amazing results that are there for you. Love, light and blessings to you. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there.